As usual, John Brown is dreaming again. Just so you know, he's the guy who will eventually turn into Inspector Gadget. And yes, he's eager to become a police officer, a step closer to being Inspector Gadget, as you'll soon see. Specifically, he dreams of saving a bus full of kids from crashing into a group of children crossing the street, with the help of a single dog. And he nails it, just when Brenda, his longtime crush, is about to kiss him for his heroism as the town's top officer. He wakes up to his dog Brain licking him. Grossed out, he recoils. His niece Penny is there to comfort him. He's partly trying to become a cop for Penny. He wants to impress her friends and boost her reputation at school. It's not about the badge, it's about the heart behind it. For now, he's just a security guard at a research facility. Inside, Brenda and her dad are working late. They're trying to make a foot move through mind control, but it's not working. Not until Brenda's dad, Artemis, uses his heart instead of his head. Literally. When it finally works, they celebrate. It's the power of will, not thought, that makes it move. Brenda steps out to run an errand while Brown watches her on the security cam. It's a crushed thing. He leaves his post to catch up with her before she leaves. When he finds her, he introduces himself and tries to make small talk about the stars, but she's thinking about star clusters and more academic stuff. He wasn't thinking that far ahead. She mentions she forgot her keys at the office and goes back, leaving him to reflect on his feelings for her and why he couldn't express them. Meanwhile, Skolex is lurking in his limo with his henchman Sykes. They've been watching Brenda remotely. Skolex, a competitor, wants to steal the technology Brenda and her dad have been working on. Using Sykes' help, he drives a parked van remotely and crashes it into the building. 3 robots emerge from the van, steal the tech, and kill Artemis, all controlled from the limo parked at a safe distance. When Brown arrives, he sees the destruction and vows to bring justice for Brenda. He chases the limo and van in his old hatchback. Sykes releases grease on the road, causing Brown to crash and flip his car. Skolex then throws dynamite at Brown's car, blowing it up, but a twist, a bowling ball is launched and crushes Skolex's hand. He visits him in the hospital with Brain, who's eager to lick Brown again. Brown is in a full-body cast, hanging from all limbs to heal faster. Soon, the mayor and police chief Quimby visit. They've found the perfect candidate for Brenda and her dad's project, sponsored by the town government. Brenda agrees and believes Brown is the one. They never ask Brown how he feels about it. Soon, they're transforming him without his consent, adding tools and wiring to his body to make him Inspector Gadget. Meanwhile, Skolex has also changed. He replaced his crushed hand with a claw and got a new nickname, Claw. He introduces his scientist to the stolen foot and wants to reverse engineer it to develop other tech to sell. Back at the hospital, Brown wakes up as Inspector Gadget, not feeling like himself. When his thumb turns into a lighter, he thinks it's on fire or that he's hallucinating from the recovery drugs. A missile even shoots out from him, bouncing around the room. Fortunately, no one gets hurt. Okay, technically, it didn't come out of his rear, but he has truly become Inspector Gadget. He bumps into Brenda, who confirms his transformation. Now he's a robotic police officer with enough gadgets to catch the most notorious criminal ever, the devil himself. Brenda reassures him she'll guide him through his journey of self-discovery. By now, his head has shot up and punched through the roof. At Skolex's lab, they're testing their robot with Brenda's research. Claw tries to mind control it, but it doesn't respond. It seems like a crucial controlling chip. Brenda calls it a neuron synapse amplifier. Something was overlooked. She's explaining to Inspector Gadget how he operates. She eventually brings out a huge manual, almost as tall as a chair, and introduces him to his new wardrobe, which includes a special hat. Brenda then takes him on a field test, literally in a field. When she challenges him to catch some runaway thieves, he says go, go, Gadget, and tries to produce grease, but toothpaste sprays from his armpit, covering Brenda, and making everyone laugh. To help him manage his electronic glitches, Inspector Gadget visits an Indian guru. They meditate together, and Gadget is told to extend his arm as a sign of understanding. Instead, his arm extends too far and hits the guru between the legs. The guru, in pain, is quickly taken to the hospital, holding an ice pack in the affected area. Brenda shows Inspector Gadget his new car, the Gadget Mobile. It's as eager to fight crime as a new police recruit and can operate independently. Gadget struggles to control it, and it talks back to him. They soon encounter 2 escaped prisoners trying to steal a car. Gadget doesn't notice their prison uniforms or their attempts to break into the car and offers to help with a master key from his finger. The Gadget Mobile, disappointed, activates its police lights, scaring the criminals into running. They manage to catch the criminals, earning praise. The inspector is to be officially inducted into the police force at a gala, the first RoboCop ever. If Brenda continues her research, others may follow. Skull-X learns about the gala and plans to crash it. Inspector Gadget gets ready for the night with his niece's help. She notices he likes Brenda, and he admits it. Penny advises him to be himself. At the gala, Brenda offers to dance with Inspector Gadget, who quickly learns the steps. Skull-X interrupts, claiming to be a Harvard alum like Brenda. As they dance, the inspector tries to eavesdrop with a detachable ear, but it backfires. When he reconnects with Brenda, she's excited about a job offer from Skull-X that would take her away from the Gadget Cop program. The inspector is disappointed. The mayor then whisks him away for a photo with the police squad. He asks Chief Quimby for a significant case but is given minor tasks instead, like rescuing cats. Gadget wants a proper case but is dismissed by the chief, who hints that Gadget isn't a real officer and may replace human cops. Taking matters into his own hands, Gadget finds Artemis's murder file, Brenda's father's case. Meanwhile, Skull-X has created his own Inspector Gadget, identical to the real one but designed for destruction. It even sets a police sign on fire. Gadget finds a private spot in the bathroom to review the files. He examines a piece of metal from the crime scene marked SI. Initially thinking it means yes in Spanish, he dismisses it. Later, driving with Penny, he notices a truck labeled Skull-X Industries. Penny's acronym skills reveal SI stands for Skull-X Industries. This is when Gadget realizes Brenda might be in danger, so he heads over to the Skull-X building to warn her, saying go, Gadget. He uses climbing hooks to scale the huge skyscraper and spots Brenda through her office window, warning her before landing on the roof and entering a vent. While there, he finds the original foot stolen by Skull-X and tries to take it as proof, but the alarm goes off, and he's caught. Meanwhile, Brenda discovers a copy of herself made by Skull-X. This copy accidentally reveals the stolen foot to Brenda, making her furious. In the same building, Skull-X is enjoying watching the fake Gadget cause chaos downtown, while the real Inspector Gadget is tied to a bed with his insides exposed. Skull-X decides he doesn't want anyone else creating more Inspector Gadgets and imagines government contracts for military Gadget soldiers. So, he removes Gadget's main processing chip and crushes it with his claw, causing Gadget to shut down. Brenda searches for him, but no one knows his location until the Gadget mobile helps out. It has a homing feature Brenda uses to locate Gadget in a dumpster. Inspector Gadget has been discarded like trash. While the copy turns the town upside down, Penny finds the real Inspector Gadget in the rubbish heap. It's a sad moment as both Penny and Brenda shed tears. Brenda kisses Inspector Gadget goodbye, and miraculously, his internal mechanisms restart, showing he doesn't need the chip to function, just his heart. And so, they head off to stop X from mass-producing destroyer robots and monopolizing the market. The G-Mobile transforms into a rocket car, and they soon catch up with the limousine. The fake inspector, separated from Skull-X, fights the real inspector at a yellow bridge. It's supposed to be an epic battle, but their gadgets keep interfering, making it hilarious. Meanwhile, the G-Mobile follows the limo to the building, and both cars try to push each other off the road, with the G-Mobile ending up spewing a lot of candy. Skull-X captures Brenda, and the Gadget Mobile calls the inspector on his smartwatch, the 1999 edition. Penny also does some detective work, finding Sykes trying to flush the stolen foot down the toilet. She distracts him by tapping into his buried childhood emotions. Meanwhile, Skull-X tries to board a helicopter with Brenda as a captive. But before they take off, the real Inspector Gadget arrives, flying with rotors from his hat. He outsmarted the fake copy at the bridge, separating its body and head, and tossing it into the water. Now, he needs to rescue Brenda from the helicopter. He breaks her handcuffs by randomly firing a pin, and she jumps on his back as he hangs from the helicopter. Skull-X's bad piloting throws them towards the building, and as they freefall, Inspector Gadget tries various go-go combos to slow their descent or cushion the fall. Finally, an umbrella pops out, and they land softly. Skull-X isn't far behind and lands in the Gadget Mobile's lap. The police arrive, led by the chief, and just when Gadget is about to be blamed for everything, Sykes, Skull-X's right-hand man, confesses to all his boss's crimes. Apparently, Penny has a future as a criminal psychologist. Later that night, the inspector kisses Brenda, the girl of his dreams, while fireworks light up the sky. Turn on alerts, like, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Thank you for watching.